Hey guys, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for tuning to Making It Work. I'm Jimmy. If it's your first time here, stay tuned. It's going to be fun. Timing chain on this Buick, back on the cover. We're not doing a whole timing chain, we're just doing a timing chain cover. I don't like using my grinding wheel buffer thing, but someone used weather stripping cement to put the gasket on this, and then they had silicone on the other side. Boo! Don't do that, guys. Don't use weather stripping cement and silicone. So now I had to use my buffing tool and buff this out. When you do these two, this little tab on the gasket goes to the top, and the little pointer on the water pump goes to the top. And then everything, the holes will line up. They're not exactly symmetrical. These can be a pain in the ass. Could get my seal installer. That wouldn't be as much fun. There you go. It's awful loud. Keep it down. Alright, you don't take the oil pan off on these, so put a dab of silicone in the corners. I put a little silicone around the water jackets, and I got silicone on the base of the tank. I'm always a little leery of porous surfaces on the coolant port. Get a little lubricant on the seal. Gotta get these bolts started. Make sure you get at least 3 or 4 bolts started. 35 on the big bolts, 15 on the little ones. See, I'm not making the noise. I'm actually torquing them, and I'm using my cheap torque wrench. It doesn't beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. Going out buying Christmas presents?
Well, I gotta return.
She's going to gift card status. There you go. That's the best Christmas present.
Yep.
Buying your own.
Right.
That's what everyone does. They buy their own.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I don't even know if the stores are open yet, but I just wanted to get out early.
Yeah.
Traffic.
Sure, it's the best time now.
And I gotta turn around over here somehow to get back that way, but...
Yep. That's not fun. Thank you. See you later, honey bunches. You don't have to torque these, but you can do a little eee. It makes you feel better. I already kind of snugged them up. Eee. Eee. Tighten up this AC compressor. Uh-oh, I threaded that in. It unthreaded itself. Now I gotta loosen the other one. Not much. Just a little. I thought I went in a couple turns, but sometimes dirt feels like turns. Alright. I haven't bid on my Snap-on tools on eBay yet. I think I started them at $275 for the pair. For the 1/4-inch ratchet and a bit driver. 2 batteries and a charger. Nobody will pay $275. I think I paid about $800. Everything devalues over time. A lot of silicone on there, but don't be tempted. Don't wipe it off. Don't be tempted to touch it while it's drying. Go ahead and snug this crank up. Get the torque wrench, of course. Or should I just go click or beep? Alright, lower hose is on, clamps tight. Bypass hose, put a new O-ring on the pipe stand. What else I gotta do? Put the power steering pump on next. It's gonna be a lot more fun to drive with the power steering hooked up. Sometimes you jiggle everything just right and it falls in place. Sometimes they fight hanging up on the Schrader fuel pressure port. I don't want to take the hydraulic line off. See if loosening it will help. Look at that. Oh yeah. Get that belt on there. That's easy. Yeah. It's all in the grooves. Everything looks good. This thing is about ready for me to drop the oil. I got to fill the transmission from last week still. I put the air box back together. Seems almost done. It's only 10:30. It's evacuated all the coolant from the case. I'm gonna do a coolant change. Change the oil too. They say oil and water don't mix. You could try. Probably not gonna work.
The intake or something?
I took the timing cover off. Take the trusty fill funnel set with the correct adapters. Got the angle piece for these crooked GMs. That was a dumb idea. 4.7 quarts of pure deliciousness. Get it. Oh, that good right there. Alright, we happen to have some transmission fluid around. Got 6 quarts here. I'm going to put 4 in, and then recheck it after I start it. Not much of a pouring competition when you're going into a funnel, but it is a small funnel. It's got to count for something. About 3 quarts. I pre-mixed 50%. See if 50% right up in here. I'm about to top this some gum up with fresh coolant. Bleeder's open. My intention is to make it bleed. It's not really much of a competition, but a giant funnel. This is the most, that's a disgrace to be funnel that big. It's filling slow, that's actually a good sign. It means the system's sealed pretty well. Air's coming out of that little bleeder. And not any place it's not supposed to. Thing is making a big glug fest going. It's going to take probably 1.5 gallons of premix. I don't want to brag, but I haven't spilled a drop yet. Funnels kind of help. Nobody needs to mention that. You tell Rain Man Ray that I poured 3 fluids and and didn't spill any. Well, I used a funnel, but we don't have to tell him that. Keep that part quiet. Look at that some gum. That thing is purring like a kitten. Hell yeah! Now it's got a new crank sensor, crank seal, timing cover gasket. It's got a new O-ring on the standoff pipe. Got a new transmission side cover gasket. All new fluids. It's basically a brand new car now, except for the road test part. Then it'll be really new. Let's see where my transmission fluid's at. It's so clean it's hard to see, but it's about 1 quart low. Another quart in there. This thing will be good to go. You're supposed to be singing Christmas music while you do that.
Oh, the weather outside.
It is frightful. Oh, the fire is so delightful. You know, I could try to put it on 107.7.
I'm down.
You get too cocky, you get kicked in the nuts.
Oh.
And then you end up doing do-overs.
Can I ask what, like, how bad, what's the situation?
They couldn't get me the O-ring between the case and the flange. There's a
Okay.
big O-ring that goes around there.
Sure.
They couldn't get that O-ring, so I reused it.
Oh.
It's leaking. That's probably what was leaking before.
Shit, right.
That's what they couldn't get.
It's back in here.
It's in between. The axle seal is fine. It's leaking from here.
Oh, a large one out here?
This stays on the transmission. The cover comes off. This stays there. There's an O-ring.
Son of a horse.
They couldn't get it. They said, no, reuse. Okay. But we're fixing a leak that was coming from the bearing.
No shit.
Although it's leaking worse now.
Right.
It could have rolled when I
Of
installed
course, oh,
it.
yeah. Yeah, well.
I'll pull it apart and find out. So now he's looking to see if he can get me an O-ring. And I couldn't get the axle back out either.
Shit.
Because I tried having the axle further in, thinking it wasn't seated. It wasn't that, it kept leaking.
Right.
I actually had to weld a pair of vice grips.
Is that what the welder was out for? Son of a bitch.
I had to weld my vice grips to the axle cup to get it out. I just used my oldest pair of vice grips.
Oh, man.
Over to Home Depot for some Chinese copies.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
The axle's under warranty anyway. We did it like 5 years ago. Just by, I don't think they're going to warranty my bike.
No, I don't think so. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Oil drain plugs, I'll loosen
Yeah,
some and
it was definitely loose. It's on fire! Alright, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just burning off some cleaner from the exhaust manifold. Check the training fluid again. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Want me to help you out? It's not bright enough? How's that? Good?
Awesome.
Alright.
That's bright spot.
That's BAF, bruh. I still got 4 bars on the battery. I used this the whole time I put this all back together. It's still got 4 bars on it. That's pretty good. I thought that light was going to kill the battery in like 2 hours. I'll put that in the video too. Because it'll be funny. And someone will be like, you horse around too much. I'm trying to learn shit. Another guy will be like, I wish you could make the videos more interesting and stop with all the educational stuff. That's how it is every video. Yeah, I'm like, okay, thanks. Well, guess what? It is containing the fluids as designed. And no one stole it last night while the doors were open. That's good. Because I know the first car to go would have been this sweet Buick. Good thing we live in a nice neighborhood. Somebody would have stole all our shit otherwise.
I can't believe that. We need a security out here.
That's what we do. We do need security out here, man.
Sitting out there, a little bit out there.
You know what? I almost think we should pay somebody to stay on property.
I see where you're going with that.
Should pay somebody to stay on the property and protect it. I decided to cut my vice grips off the axle, only because if I have to weld them onto something again, I'll have a pair I already destroyed instead of destroying another one. Oh, what a fiasco. I kind of caused the problem myself though. Learn something every day. Shouldn't have put the axle back in, assuming I would never have to take it out again, because that's exactly when that kind of stuff happens. Look at that, man. Like brand new. Sell these as reconditioned if I wanted. Made me some teeth in there and everything. This is, I'm not sure, I think this is an Irwin pair. I don't think it's even an original USA made one. I'm not sure. No, it doesn't say Irwin on it. Peterson Manufacturing Company. That's the original. It's the original vice grip before Stanley bought them. Worth some money.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good.
Hey, my wife is just about to pull up. Her tires are like at 26. Can you level them out?
Yeah, someone can put air in for you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
How you doing today?
Good. How you?
So thank you for taking care of my truck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
5 times. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right. I'll take this Buick for a drive. No cup holders. These are cars from the 90s. All right. That's nice. That is nice. I'm gonna put air in this lady's tires. He just asked me about it, so let me help her out. We'll be back. I'm gonna take this thing for a drive. Some of these people are going 80, some of them are going 40. So it's really hard to judge when you should pull out or not. But I'm going to the bank, so I'm gonna make a U-turn. Oh, you know what? There's too much traffic this way. I'll go the other way. And I'll go around the back door to the bank. Digging in the back door. Might need to do an alignment. Steering wheel's off a little bit. Seems like it goes a little to the left. I did have the cradle out of it and all, so I'm gonna have to do a wheel alignment on this thing, then it'll be done. Security lights on. But it's running and driving good. A couple more final touches and this one will be done. So hopefully we all learned something from the from this Buick coolant and transmission fluid repair. Hate doing things twice, but that's how you learn. You know, when they said they couldn't get that O-ring, I tried to reuse it, and that was apparently a really bad decision. So they'll pay me again. It's another few hours labor, and but we got it all fixed, and that's what really matters. Buick aligned. No coolant leaks, no transmission leaks. Finally, this poor lady gets her car back. It's fixed. Till something breaks in another month or two, and we'll fix something else. Boom. I'm gonna see what happens on Monday when we meet the new owner, and if things go well, then I stay here and I keep making YouTube videos from here. If they don't go well, then maybe I'll open my own shop. I'll open a little 2-bay shop, work by myself, maybe one other person, have my wife run the office, and I'll make YouTube videos from there. My YouTube videos will get better, and my flat rate pay will go down. Anyway, that's a long thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't yet. See you guys in the next video.